I graduated from high school in Coleman in 1962, and I enrolled in Auburn School of Pharmacy in the fall of 1968. I opened my pharmacy in September of 1970, and I continued to work in the store, of course, every day, 10 hours a day, until 1987, and that's when I founded API. I knew if we were going to compete with all these chains that were growing like wildfire, we was going to have to do it different than what we've been doing.
When I graduated school in 1982, I began my career with Eli Lilly as a sales representative, and came back to Alabama probably, I guess, in '87 when we moved back, and Don Copeland was a name that I heard. And this is back in the days when you started seeing consolidation. The pharmacy industry, independents being purchased by chains, independents were looking for ways to survive, but Big C Drug up in Scottsboro found a way to move forward. Not only that, but Don started his career of entrepreneurship, being able to help develop associations to help support independents so they could continue serving their patients as they wanted.
It started out, I went around the state of Alabama visiting the guys I knew, and we started out with 22 stores that agreed to do it. And I'm sure there was skepticism, but at least we had 22 that agreed to start. And we grew to 400, just a little under 400 stores by the time I retired in 2004. John now has over 2,000. I think it's about 2,200. And if I'm not mistaken, they're in all 50 states.
You know, Don has done a number of things in his career, obviously. The thing that impresses me most is his vision and his ability to get others to follow him as a leader, which ties in very nicely with the way our college is going around focusing on leadership, developing leaders. But Don saw that, you know, like a lot of independent pharmacies, if I just take care of my patients, that the business will run itself and things will be good, but times were changing. So he was able to pool resources and develop programs and solutions for independent owners by working together so they wouldn't have to be as repetitive, and so that they can continue to compete against chain drugstores, our clinic drugstores, mail order, and continue to thrive and serve the patients.
Auburn was a tremendous experience. The School of Pharmacy taught not only pharmacy, but they really taught you how and what you do if you decide you want to own a pharmacy. That you got to have a good location, that you got to remember your people's names, that you got to give service. So they taught what you do if you want to be successful. And they taught me integrity, honesty, and you combine all that into a pharmacy profession that allows you to be quite successful.
You know, Don's deserving of this honor because I hear from a number of stores who have benefited from his vision over the years, and they're still in business today because Don Copeland saw that he could develop an association of independent pharmacies and buying Cooperative that allowed them to be able to continue to be competitive. Not everyone's done that. He's one of the first in the United States. He's one of the first ones to kind of be able to bring not only over-the-counter opportunities, but also prescription medications, generics, now brands. And so his legacy, when others speak of someone, that's your true legacy. And so to me, that impact not only in Northeast Alabama, but also the state of Alabama and the U.S. continues to live on based on him developing American Associated Pharmacies.